house. All right, y'all. I want to welcome y'all to our Airbnb automation onboarding call family. This call is to do one thing. It is to get you ready for our 5-day Airbnb automation mentorship that is coming up, y'all. So from January 19th to the 23rd, listen to me. I need y'all to clear y'all schedules. Don't be acting all bougie on your boy like, well, JD, on Mondays I go to Monday Mixers because they got tequila specials for $5. I don't want to hear that. All right. I need y'all. You want to take 5 days out your life to focus on you and nothing else. Because I promise you, the information that you're going to get over those 5 days is going to take your life to the next level. So, how many of y'all can commit to 5 days? Like, listen, 5 days at the beginning of the year. This is what I did at the beginning of the year. 5 days where you can fully lock in. Because I promise you, the information that you're going to get between myself, all the special guests that I got lined up, all the things that I have lined up for you guys, I promise you, this 5 days, if you take it seriously, if you show up like you are supposed to, everything will change for you for that moment. Now, I know everybody says that type of shit, but can I keep it real with y'all? Type fam in the chat, FAM, if I could keep it real. I want to speak to y'all like family. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not trying to be overly professional. I'm not trying to I want to just keep it real. Can I talk to y'all like y'all my cousins? Like we just kicking it. Like I came over to your house. You got the pool at your house and you had the grill. Because you had the grill, JD showing up for some good grill food. You get what I'm saying? Now we just chopping it up. We hanging out, we talking. That's cool. I'm going to talk to y'all like that. If you want the overly professional Airbnb coach, this ain't for you. This is a family environment, a cookout environment, family reunion vibes. Okay? All right, just letting you know. All right. We got the grill master on here. What's up, Lynn? So, so family, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Everybody always says this, it'll change your life. Listen to me, y'all. I done heard that shit so many times. This is gonna change your life and this is gonna do that. And when I learned about Airbnb, it was one of those things that really did. And it's because it just made so much sense. And that's why I'm so passionate about it because I want you guys to understand this. I'm not gonna go too deep into my story, but for those who don't know me, like my name is Jarrell Dinkins, JD. Everybody call me JD, right? And I'm the person that I've been trying to figure it out for a long time. JD, what do you mean? Like I'm the one that went to college and got a degree. I worked two jobs. I worked for social services. I also worked at the YMCA part-time because how many of y'all know one job ain't enough? You need to have at least 2, 3, 7, 12 jobs to damn survive out here because the cost of eggs and milk and all other stuff. So I got two jobs. I'm doing that for about 7 years. I'm still broke. Then my friend told me about network marketing. I get involved with network marketing. I do pretty good in that for a few years. But eventually, after about 6 or so years, that starts to go out. I did party promoting. I did affiliate marketing. So for years, family, I've been trying to find something that was going to allow me to make enough money to live out of abundance. So I don't have to struggle to be able to afford to do things like take a vacation, provide for my family. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I've been trying to find something. Now let me keep it real. I'm keeping it all the way real with y'all. And I want y'all to keep it real with me. I didn't care what it was. You think I cared about Airbnb? I didn't give a damn. Airbnb was just a vehicle. How many of you like JD? I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is, but I'm looking for something that makes sense that's going to allow me to be able to not be struggling with my bills. That is going to allow me to be able to take vacations. It's going to allow me to be able to provide for my family. It's going to allow me to be able to buy the car that I want. Yeah, I just was looking for the vehicle. Is that how many of y'all can agree with that? He's like, JD, it could be Airbnb, tour road trucks, whatever. I don't care if it was selling toilets, JD. If it makes sense and it can get me to my destination, that's what I'm looking for. That's how I felt, family. So I'm not married to Airbnb. Just letting you know. But guess what? It was just the vehicle that made sense for me. And some of y'all may be able to relate to this. Let me tell you what I mean. Here's why it was the vehicle for me. When I started this, I had just left network marketing. I was making over $90,000 a year and the company shut down. So I went from making 90,000 to zero overnight. Somebody type ouch in the chat. So I needed a way to make money. I had no money coming in. So I had to find something that number one, it didn't cost a lot of money. That was the first thing. Like I didn't have a lot of money to invest. Now my situation made different. Some of y'all probably balling like, yo, JD, I got it. I could go buy a house right now. But that wasn't JD. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have no money coming in, and I barely had money saved. So I needed something that I can do that wouldn't cost me a lot of money. If y'all can relate to that, somebody type me too in the chat. The second thing was I ain't had time. I didn't have the time. Here's why. The business that was paying me shut down. I had no money coming in. But how many of y'all know the person that I had to pay rent to wasn't like, all right, well, that's cool, bro. Like, whenever you get back into work, just let me know. No. I had to pay bills. So I needed something that I can get into fast. So the first thing was I needed something that didn't cost a lot of money. Number two, I needed something I can get into fast. My friend told me you can start Airbnb at low cost and get into profit immediately. When he said that, all I heard was immediately, family. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? I said, what you said, we can make this money fast? Okay, I need that. He also said you don't have to own the property to list and make money. That told me it didn't cost a lot because I didn't have to buy a house. So when I say my goal is to provide for my family, my goal is to be able to drive the cars that I want. My goal is to be able to vacation. My goal is to be able to provide for my mother. My goal is to be able to help my family. Like those are my goals. This vehicle, Airbnb, is just the one that made the most sense based on what I wanted to do because it didn't cost a lot of money. It didn't require a lot of time. I didn't have to go back to school or get any certificates. It didn't take me 3 to 5 years to learn it, right? I could get an immediate return on my investment. And what I found out after made it even better. Here's what I found out after, family. Here's what I found out after. That we gonna get. We ain't even start yet, and I'm already pumped up, y'all. Can y'all feel that I'm pumped up? Drop some fire in the emojis if y'all know I'm pumped up. Here's what I found after I started Airbnb. Y'all know this shit take less than 20 minutes a day. It takes us less. Well, it takes us less than 10 minutes a day to run our business. If it take you more than 20 minutes a day to do this, listen to me, y'all. You doing it wrong. So I'm letting you know if any of you decide to do Airbnb, I don't care if you got 1 unit, 5 units, 12 units, it's not going to take you more than 20 minutes a day. This means if you want to do other things, do it. If you just want to be lazy and just make some lazy money, somebody type lazy money in the chat. You ain't gotta do nothing else. Like once you get to the point where you making that, whatever it is for you, 7,000 a month coming in, 10,000 a month coming in, 12,000 a month coming in. Like it's just lazy money. It's going to take you less than 20 minutes a day. I'm just letting you know, right? When you put in all the systems and automations, it don't take a lot of time. And I'm going to actually teach y'all that next week, right? It's going to be our last thing we talk about before we go into the actual 5-day mentorship. So I say that to say this, family. I don't like using cliche statements. This is going to change your life. But here's what I'm going to promise to you. If you guys really show up for the 5 days, like you show up and you like, listen, I'm going to for those 5 days, like from the 19th to the 23rd, I'm not going to happy hour. I'm not going to Taco Tuesday. I'm not going into Wildin' Out Wednesday. I'm not going to Twerk Something Thursdays. Because some of y'all be at Twerk Something Thursdays thinking I don't be knowing y'all be at Twerk Something Thursdays with all your singles. I'm messing with y'all. But here's what I'm saying, y'all. Just take 5 days and just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna really focus on showing up for 5 days. So y'all show up for 5 days. I promise y'all, it's gonna change the rest of your life as long as you pay attention. All right. All right, cool. So let's do some quick announcements. And then once I get through these quick announcements, I'm gonna do some quick announcements. Make sure y'all got what y'all need. And then after these quick announcements, I am going to teach y'all the 5 steps to getting your first Airbnb. It's important that you guys learn this now so I don't have to cover this stuff during the 5-day mentorship so I can go over other important things. All right. So I need y'all to focus up. All right. So don't be in here, Kevin, talking about who needs some funding capital and all that stuff. Now listen, I hear you. Now listen, I don't got no problem with people promoting their businesses, but here's what I don't want to happen, Kevin, especially during like right now. And it's for anybody who's thinking this, right? I will give y'all time to network and all that stuff, but people get confused and I don't know you and I don't know your business and it's probably great, but everybody doesn't have the same like ethics and stuff that I have, right? So what happens sometimes is people will be in the chat and be like, hey, I do this and I help with this and I help with that. And then people be like, yo, that person scared me. And it was on JD's. They ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm just letting y'all know, like, I want to give y'all time to connect. and I want to give y'all time to share each other resources. That's so actually during the 5 day, I'm gonna actually give y'all time to do that because that's what life is about. But I just want you to know if it ain't coming from me, if it ain't coming from Leah, right? And then you'll see people like Nella, who's been, communicating in the chat. You'll see people like Reem pop up. Then it ain't got nothing to do with me. If you choose to do that and connect, much love to y'all, much power to y'all. Because some people intentions, like I feel like Kevin, I can tell based on Kevin's response that they're just looking to help. I just want y'all to know it's just not a representation of me. That's it. I just want to let y'all know that. All right. So let's get this party started. So number one, family, make sure y'all mark your calendars, set your alarms, set your alerts. Remember, the 5 day mentorship is going to start on Monday, January 9th. Yeah, January 19th. Monday, January 19th is going to actually start. We're going to be doing, so we're going to have several calls each day from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. For all of my VIPs, we have our millionaire mindset call with one of my mentors named Damon Dillard, who is a millionaire coach, right? So from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., all of my people that are VIP, you'll have access to that. Okay. Now, from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, I'm going to open up the room. We call it conversations and connections. This is going to be 30 minutes where y'all can just talk amongst each other. Y'all can talk about what we talked about the day before, what we talked about the morning. Y'all can communicate with each other. Y'all can collab with each other. Y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want. For 30 minutes, y'all have time. I always suggest that y'all use that time to reflect on what you have learned, right? So 5:30 to 6. Eastern Standard Time. From 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for all of you who got VIP tickets, we have our VIP Q&A. Type VIP in the chat if you are a VIP. Type VIP in the chat if you're in VIP, right? So, um, so basically, this is where you're gonna be able to ask questions. Okay, this is where you're gonna have ask questions. You're gonna be able to hear other people asking questions during the actual uh coaching calls, right? We won't have time to answer questions. So this is the only time you can ask questions. So I spend the whole hour just answering questions. Okay. So for those of you who want to know how to get VIP, I'll drop it in a second. So VIP is only $47. I would highly suggest all y'all get it because for a few reasons. Number one, you get the VIP, right? So let me finish the schedule and I'll talk to you about VIP. Okay. So you get that. And then at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, from 7 to 8:30, y'all, from 7 to 8:30, we have our general coaching session. That's what we're going to be teaching you. We're going to do Airbnb. We're going to be doing funding. We're going to be talking about international Airbnb. We're going to be talking about co-hosting. I think I'm going to bring on a special guest to talk about wholesale real estate. We're going to be talking about a bunch of things. So for those of you who got just a regular free ticket, you can attend the only attend the meeting from 7 to 8 every day. For those who got VIP, you can attend the 9 to 10 a.m. session. You can attend the 6 to 7 p.m. Q&A, right? You can attend the 7 to 8 p.m. general session, okay? So all right. So what do I put for company name? Just put anything. It doesn't matter. That's really irrelevant. Just say none, right? For VIP and stuff, right? So what else do you get with VIP real quick? Since y'all asked, let me talk about that. So VIP, you get access to the morning mindset calls. You get access to the VIP Q&A. But one of the most important things that you get access to is you get access to the recordings of the event for 14 days. Okay. So when we finish the event, we're going to give you the recordings and you can watch it as many times as you want for 14 days. Honestly, the recordings alone is worth VIP. Okay. So the recordings alone, the bonus stuff that we give you is worth VIP. So if you want VIP, here's what we're going to do. Leah, do you have the link to upgrade to VIP? There you go. So y'all can just go ahead and click that link and upgrade is only $47. My honest advice to you, y'all. VIP is usually $297, right? Even a general admission ticket is usually $97, right? And I decided to give all general admission, like we start the new year off right, so I wanted to give y'all all free tickets, okay? I didn't charge y'all to go on a general admission or nothing, and I didn't charge y'all $297 to go VIP. But my honest advice to you all is if I were you, I would definitely get the VIP for $47, okay? Get the VIP. It's $47, and I promise you, you will want the recordings. Don't be the person that wait until we start and you're like, oh my God, can I upgrade to VIP? No, you cannot. unfortunately. Okay. All right, let me get through some more of this stuff. So y'all got the VIP upgrade, right? No, that's that. Next. Is it anyone in here that is not in our Telegram group? How long would it be VIP? $47. I don't know. I was supposed to change the price on Monday, and I just forgot, to be honest. So I ain't gonna forget anymore. Just keep it real. So I'm gonna be changing it between like today, tomorrow. One of these days I'm gonna change it. So yeah. So if you can get it, just get it now, or borrow the money, have somebody else get it for you. Okay. Um, as it does seven. Does the content remain the same? Absolutely. For the VIP. No, no, it's different. I already talked about that, y'all. No, VIP session is Q&A. So there's is it's based on people questions, which are always really good. Okay. Um, yeah, it should be up there tomorrow. Like I said, I won't take it. How about this, y'all? Tomorrow is Friday. I'm gonna leave it up to tomorrow midnight. I'll leave it up there to tomorrow midnight. Okay, so it'll be $47 to tomorrow midnight. I won't touch it. I forgot to do it last week, and that's the reason I don't want to don't I really want to change it today because I don't want to keep forgetting. But I mean, it'll help y'all if I do forget. So, but if y'all get it now, if you got the $47, get it now. Oh, by the way, y'all, try it. Click the link. Leah, drop that VIP link again. I think there's an option. There may be, don't quote me on this, but I think there's an option to divide it into four payments, right? So check that. There may be an option for you to divide it into four payments. So check that, y'all. So click the link, not the Telegram link. Leah, can you drop the? I'm gonna tell you the Telegram link in a second. Yeah. So here's the VIP link, family. Go ahead and click that link and then see if there's an option like Affirm, Klarna, one of those type of things. Sometimes they let you divide it into four payments. So it'll be like $11 and change. You'll do like four payments of $11 and change. So that's why I tell you I get VIP. All right, next. Most important thing. Anybody in here, you're not in the Telegram group, somebody type me in the chat. If you are not in our Telegram, every single one of you should be in our Telegram group. Leah, can you drop the Telegram link? You have to join our Telegram. That's where all of our giveaways are happening. That's where all of the Zoom links and everything that you need, we're going to have in there. We're going to be posting reminders every day. We're going to be posting recaps every day of the 5-day mentorship. We're going to be giving away cash prizes. If you are not in the Telegram, it is no way that you can win any of that stuff. I'm just letting you know. You're going to miss out on recaps. You're going to miss out on the different homework assignments and the different bonus stuff that we give you. You're going to miss out on all the cash giveaways. You're going to miss out on announcements. So I need every single person to click this link to join Telegram. Click this link to join Telegram. Go ahead. Leah's dropping the link. She just dropped it in the chat. There goes the link, y'all. Leah, drop that link a few times. There you go, y'all. Just click the link, join the Telegram. If you don't have Telegram on your phone, if you have Apple, go to the App Store, download Telegram. If you have a Android, go on the phone and download Telegram. You can do that while you're on the Zoom, y'all. So download it, and then once you download it, just click this link to join in. Okay. Make sure every single one of you are in a Telegram. Now, that leads me to the next thing. Okay. The next thing is we are doing a cash giveaway. I'm giving away $500 this Sunday. I'm giving away $500 this Sunday. Hold on, y'all. I'm giving away $500. I'm giving away hold on. Huh? I said I forgot she's on the phone. Go ahead. My wife always forget when I'm teaching, y'all. She calling me like, before 8 o'clock. If you just wanted to talk and see my face, just you could have just said that. I know you miss me. All right, I talk to you later. My wife always, she always want to call me. Y'all, do y'all ladies do that to y'all too? Do y'all men do that to y'all? I know I'm handsome and all, but she ain't gotta keep calling me. And she going face and she don't even call me. She just FaceTime me. Just you want to look at me. You just saw me about 20 minutes ago. Anyway, uh I got something that says my Telegram account is frozen. Dang. I don't know. Maybe try to create a different maybe try to like create a different account. I have no idea. Like or I would say for anybody who's having Telegram accounts, like problems, like you might have to hit their support because it has no I just create the group on there, so I can't do anything with it. So just hit support. VIP done. Anybody just got their VIP ticket? Somebody type done in the chat. If you just got your VIP, like Lachelle did. Shout out to Lachelle. Everybody show Lachelle some love. Anybody who just got their VIP, everybody show Zoom users some love. Show Michelle some love. Anybody else? We got Michelle up in here. James done got that VIP. We got Kevin. I already knew Kevin was getting that VIP. All right. We can't be talking about Navy Federal plays and he ain't get that VIP. All right. All right, cool. Samson said I'll get mine later. All right. Nah, bro, just get to the point. Nah, bro. If I ain't going fast enough, you could get out. You don't have to stay here, bro. This ain't mandatory. You ain't got I'm on my time. I'm on my time, family. I'm gonna teach the way I need to teach. I'm gonna make sure the people got it. If you ain't got 30 to 45 minutes to commit to yourself and stay on, then that's cool. I ain't got no reason. I ain't forced to teach you nothing. You can go ahead and do your thing, big baby. Somebody talking about, can you get to the point? Nope. Y'all feel free to exit. Much love. All right, y'all. So what else I got? So we gave y'all the VIP link. Yeah, it's all right. People are rude sometimes. He probably didn't mean it that way though. I get what he's saying. He just want to learn. So it's cool. I never take offense. It's like fam. We always got the family member that he don't know how to talk. He just say things like, bro, you know that was kind of rude, right? No, I ain't mean it like that, fam. All right, let's get moving. Let's get moving because I do want to get to teach y'all this stuff, and it's only gonna take me about 15 minutes to teach, and I'm gonna do some Q&A. So y'all got the VIP stuff. Y'all got the Telegram link. Leah, can you drop the two numbers that they need to save? This is important, y'all. Leah's gonna drop two phone numbers. I need y'all to save these two numbers because these are the numbers I'm gonna be texting you from. If you don't save the numbers, what's gonna happen is because we're sending you so many reminders. So basically, the reason we need to text you is to remind you of all the calls that we having. Like this, like y'all received a text or two about this call tonight. So when we start the 5-day mentorship, I'm going to be sending you text reminders like, hey, y'all, we starting the Q&A session. Hey, family, we starting a session teaching you about wholesale real estate. Hey, y'all, we about to start the Q&A, right? So in order for you to receive that, you have to have our number saved in your phone. Here's why. Because it's like a computer system that's sending out the text messages, and we're sending out so many, it may pick it up like it's a spam number. So even without your permission, it may block you from receiving it. But if you have it saved in your phone, it's going to make sure that we can actually text you. So I need both of y'all. I said both of y'all. I need all of y'all to save these two numbers in your phone that Leah just dropped. Okay. Save one under Airbnb training. Okay. 618-469-0404. Save that under Airbnb training and then save 917-813-0072. Save that under Airbnb calls. Okay. So just save those two numbers. Good. Y'all have it saved? Good, good. All right. All right. All right. Last but not least, so we can get to teaching because I don't want the family over here rushing me. And next thing you know, they're gonna be throwing barbecue sauce at me and all that. I joined late. Carrie, you better be getting up in here. Get up in here in time next time. All right. Last but not least, Leah, do you have the resource link? If not, I have it. Do you have the resource page link? Do you have the resource? Oh, using Bible. That's a good excuse. If you ever want to give somebody an excuse, just tell them that you was doing something related to church, to God, and it's always, oh, it's all right, in the name of Jesus. Oh, you was with the Lord? All right, no problem, no problem. I ain't messing with God. I ain't got no problems with God. All right, let me give y'all the resource link and then we out of here. And I'm gonna show y'all what the resource link is real quick too. Leah, you can save this. This is this Leah, this has everything. So we don't like for now on, we just gonna be giving everybody a resource link. So y'all, I'm gonna give y'all the link. Everybody save that link in your phone right now, and I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why. Let me pull it up for y'all. I'm gonna show you why I need to save it. So the resource link literally has every single thing that you guys need, right, y'all? So look, this is the resource link that y'all looking at. Okay. So here it'll have everything you need. So it has the date, right? Of the dates of the 5-day mentorship. It has the time, okay? Morning mindset, 9 to 10, connection conversation. So every day, as long as you have this link, family, you'll be able to have everything that you need, okay? Right now it has the Telegram group right here. So if you need to download it for Apple, you can hit that link. If you need to download it for the green phones, Androids, you can do it right there. And then it has the link to join Telegram group. Okay. Then it also has right here. So every single day, this is the Zoom link. So no excuse. So we'll upload the link here right before the calls. So every day for every time you just come in here, you click here, you can enter the call. Okay. Here's the two numbers that you need to say that we just talked about. And then when the 5 day mentorship is over, as you guys see, available on January 26th, I'm going to upload it. So when you click this link on the 26th, you're going to see all the replay videos right there. Okay. If you want to upgrade to VIP, as you see right here, it's only $47 for now. I'll change that tomorrow at midnight. Okay. All right. Y'all got that? All right. So last but not least, can you do the VIP link again? Yep. Drop the VIP link again, Leah. Drop the VIP link again, Leah. While I pull up this, where's the other? I'm missing something. Boom. All right. So I wish I had this, I wish I had the image up here. But last but not least, before I get into teaching y'all these 5 steps, hopefully everybody's with me so far. Y'all got everything that y'all need. So real quick, last but not least, y'all, like I said, I'm giving away $500 this Sunday. Okay, I'm doing a giveaway this Sunday for $500. And how many of y'all want to win that? I know some of y'all been going crazy with it, right? Um, so no, 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 there's nothing for real estate brokers. I'm gonna do a Q&A at the end. So ask me that again so I can go into detail. But no, you don't need nothing. All right, cool. So y'all, I'm doing a cash giveaway. We're gonna be doing it this Sunday. I'm gonna give away $500. How do you win? So we're doing something called the Referral Madness Challenge, meaning I want to reward you for referring your friends and family members to come to this 5 day mentorship. Why is that? For a few reasons, family. So the first reason is this, right? I have a goal. Like this year for me is I'm super big on impact. I really want to impact as many people as humanly possible with the information that I have. Okay. So my goal is really to have when I start this 5 day mentorship, like I want to have like over 1,000 people on here. Like that is my goal. I just want to impact as many people as possible. So you're gonna help me do that by sharing it with your friends and family members. Number two is I know that you guys have friends. How many of y'all, let me ask you, I don't need to say I know that. How many of y'all have friends that you care about, family members that you care about, that you want to see win, that you would like for them to be in position to make some good money? How many of you have friends that talked about starting businesses? And how many of you have friends that talked about that they wanted this year, 2026, to be better than any other year? How many of you got friends or family members that's been saying, you know what, like 2026, like I really want to go hard this year. I really want to do something different. How many of you got friends or family members that you thinking like when you go out and you making, your first $1 million, you want them to be there to make their first million, right? When you traveling, when you doing some crazy things with your life, you want them to be able to afford to do it. Like you won't want to pay for them. You want them to have that, right? So I want you to think about that. So I'm telling you, y'all, it is impossible, literally impossible for you to take this information and go back and tell your friends after you got it. Like, meaning you ain't gonna be able to go through the 5 day mentorship and go tell them, oh, this is what happened. You should join me in this Airbnb journey. You want them to be here during the process with you. So that's another reason that I want you guys to refer people. And the last reason, of course, is you got an opportunity to win some money. So how do you win the money? Okay. Number one, the person who refers the most people between now and Sunday, we actually started a few days, right? You're gonna automatically get $300. Right now we have who's in a is it Danielle? I think that's winning right now. That's like referring all the people. Somebody's in that chat going crazy doing all the referrals, right? So whoever refers the most, I'm gonna automatically give that person. Yeah, Danielle. I'm gonna automatically give that person $300. Right now, Danielle was winning, and it don't look like she's slowing down, y'all. Now here's the cool thing. I'm also, so everybody that you refer, even if you refer one person, two people, three people, for everyone you refer, I also give you a raffle entry. Okay. And what I'm going to do is after I give the winner, which look like it might be Danielle because nobody else want to compete with her. But once I give the winner their $300, we're going to be live on Zoom and I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm going to put all of your names in. Everybody who refers someone, I'm going to enter you on the wheel. If you refer, let's say 7 people, I'm going to put your name on the wheel 7 times. If you refer 20 people, I'm going to put your name on the wheel 20 times. And then I am going to spin the wheel 2 times and I'm going to give 2 people $100. So that's how we're going to give away 500. 300 goes to the top person. And then two of those $100, we're going to raffle off. So the more referrals you get, the more money you have to make. Now, here's the beauty of this. I'm also going to give away more money next week. So everybody who refers people this week, you will automatically be able to transfer those raffle entries in for next week. So not only do you have an opportunity to win this week, but you have an opportunity to win more money next week. Okay. So, so yeah, just put none for company name if y'all trying to get it. So Leah, can you drop the link so that people can get the free ticket for the challenge? So y'all can copy this link to get the free ticket for the challenge. Y'all can use this link and send it out to as many people as you like, however many times you like. You can send it to your whole phone, but make sure y'all do this. Make sure that you get your loved ones in here. Okay. Make sure you get your loved ones, the people that you care about, your best friend, your husband, your wife, your daughter, your father, your favorite coworker. Make sure you get your loved ones in here. I promise you, they're gonna want to do that. Hold on. All right, cool. All right, y'all. All right, all right, all right. All right, cool. So those are the instructions. All right, so let's get to teaching. I think I gave y'all everything I need to. All right. Let's go ahead and get to this 5 steps, y'all. This is super important because this is what you need to know to to get an Airbnb. Like it's the most important thing. If you don't know the steps you need to take to get your Airbnb, then yeah, it just you ain't gonna be able to get an Airbnb, and that's what you guys are here for, right? So let's go ahead and go over the 5 steps to getting your first Airbnb. Did I stop sharing? Oh, I didn't. Okay, cool. There we go. Let's go play. All right, let's make sure y'all can see. Oh, what am I sharing? Oh, I was sharing my freaking AI thing. Sorry, y'all. I'm sharing the wrong thing. Let me share this. Hold on one second. All right. Why is it? Hold on, y'all. I need to make sure y'all getting this the right way. Give me one second. I'm gonna make sure y'all get it. Share screen. Boom. Bada bop bop. All right, now we good. All right, y'all. So yeah, Airbnb is super simple. It is a very simple process. It is very simple to do. It's just you just need to know exactly what to do and why to do it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go over today, right? So first things first. Okay, we're gonna go over 5 steps to launching your first unit, starting with step one. So the first thing we need to do is we need to be able to find a property. Okay, right? Most people fear that they won't be able to find a place that's going to allow them to do Airbnb, but it is a lot easier than you think. Okay. So let me teach y'all one of the easiest ways. Like this to me is one of the easiest ways to find properties. So here's what I like to do, family. I like to find buildings that already have people doing Airbnb in it. Okay. Here's why. If people are already doing Airbnb in it, then that means chances are the building allows it. The way I look at it is like this, right? If I went on Airbnb and let's say I saw 5 Airbnb listings from one building, right? 5 Airbnb listings from one building. Okay. If I find that 5 people are in this one building, would it be safe to assume that this building allows people to do Airbnb? Yes or yes, y'all. Can I assume that? Like, let me, right? If I saw five different listings and they all located in the same building, can we assume that this building must allow Airbnb or there wouldn't be five people doing it? So what I do is instead of me trying to locate new buildings and try to find new buildings that say you can do Airbnb, I just find buildings where people are already doing it because I know that I have a good chance of them telling me yes. So JD, how do you find these buildings? Well, it's actually really simple. All you got to do, y'all, this is the cheat code, right? We're going to cheat off all the people who are already doing Airbnbs. You go to Airbnb, you type in whatever city it is that you want to have your Airbnbs in, right? When you find that city and you find the location where you want to have your Airbnbs, you're going to click on the different listings that you see, right? When you click on the listings, you're going to go to the pictures and you're going to find multiple listings with the same amenities. What does that mean? Amenity is the gym, the theater, the pool, right? So here's an example. These are three different listings, but they all have a picture, right? These are three different listings that you're looking at on the screen, but they all have a picture of the same exact pool. Do y'all see that? So, y'all, once again, can we assume that if these three listings on their Airbnb listing, if they all have a picture saying that this is the pool for the building, can we assume that they are all located in the same building? Can we assume that, y'all? Write in the chat. Let me know. I need y'all to communicate with me. Of course, right? So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to contact this building, right? All I'm going to do is I'm going to contact this building. Now, you might be thinking, JD, how do you find that? Well, I'm actually going to teach you guys how to like I'm going to teach you a few different ways to find these buildings when I go through when we do the 5-day mentorship, but that's it. All you do is you go on Airbnb and see where people are already doing that. That's going to make it easy for you. One quick thing that you can do, I'm gonna teach y'all this too on the 5-day mentorship, but I'm gonna tell y'all real quick is when you go into the listing, like say if I was on this picture that you see of the pool, if you copy this image and you put it into Google, right? You put it into Google, then Google will tell you the name of this building. All right. So it's really simple. So it's like, y'all, I'm telling you, it's a lot easier to find Airbnbs than you actually think it is. Don't overcomplicate your life. Okay. Make your life easy. Even me, JD, I don't go to look for new Airbnb buildings. I just look to see where there are a lot of people doing Airbnb because it tells me a few things. Number one, if there's a lot of people in the building doing Airbnb, the building must allow it. And also, there wouldn't be a lot of people doing it in the building if it wasn't making money. Does that make sense, y'all? Like, if the building wasn't making money, people would be like, nah, I ain't doing this. Like, you wouldn't see anybody doing it in the building, right? So, y'all, sometimes in life, we overcomplicate business, but simplicity wins, okay? So, find, you can look at anywhere, any city, you see multiple listings that have the same pool, the same gym, the same theater, then you know, hey, this may be a good place to have my Airbnbs. Okay. All right. After you find, so first step is you got to find a place that's going to allow you to do it. After you find a place that's going to allow you to do it, now the next thing you need to do is you need to make sure it's profitable. JD, what does that mean? You need to make sure before you fill out an application to the building and invest your money into this place, you need to make sure that you're going to be able to make money. Okay. How many of y'all don't got money to waste? How many of y'all ain't just giving it all out here like, hey man, I'm getting busy. I'm getting all, I don't care. I don't mind wasting money. How many of y'all, somebody type me in the chat if you ain't got money to waste. Like you don't want to throw your money away. The worst thing you can do is go put your first month deposit, you pay your, I mean, pay your deposit, your rent, buy furniture, do all that, and then come to find out you can't make money in the building. That is the worst thing you can do. So never fill out an application to a building until you know how much money you're gonna make. JD, how do we figure out how much money we're gonna make? Well, let me make this a little easy for you. Okay. Two of the platforms you can use is Mashvisor and AirDNA. Okay. You can download any one of those apps. I like AirDNA. On this app, when you go on AirDNA, they're gonna tell you the occupancy rate, basically how many nights per month people are staying in Airbnbs in whatever area you search, right? So how many nights per month they are staying in the Airbnb. They're going to also tell you the nightly rate, basically how much money per night hosts are charging guests in whatever area you search. So if you know how many nights they stay and you know how much money they charge per night, then you can figure out approximately how much money you can make in a month. Does that make sense, y'all? Do y'all know how you would do that? If I, and can somebody tell me how would you figure it out? If you have, hey, they stay in this. If AirDNA says, hey, people stay here in this, and people book Airbnbs in this property, or properties are usually booked 20 nights per month, right? They say properties in this area are usually booked 20 nights per month, and people usually charge $100 per night. Can somebody tell me real quick about how much money would that suggest that you could make every month? There we go. 20 times 100. Really simple. You do that, it take you 2 minutes, y'all. You can type in the address to the building that you want to have your Airbnb in. They'll tell you the occupancy rate. They'll tell you the nightly rate. You multiply them by each other. You can figure out about how much money you're gonna make every month. Y'all got it? Y'all, it's simple. I promise y'all it's simple stuff. So step one, we're gonna find a building, okay? We're gonna find a place that looks like they're allowing Airbnb. Step two is before we do anything else, we're gonna make sure that we can make money in this building because the goal is to make money. That's why we all are starting a business. That's why we're gonna invest our money. That's why we're gonna take our time. It's because we're looking to make money. Okay. The third thing, the third thing that you need to do now that you found the building, you made sure that you could make money in it. You made sure it's profitable. Now you need to contact the building and get permission. Okay. You need to contact the building and get permission. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make in Airbnb. They find buildings, you go apply for apartment, you don't tell the building, and then you write me in my DM talk about cousin JD. Oh my God. No, no. They told me I can't do Airbnb no more. Oh my God. You never asked them. They said I had to shut down my unit. That's how. Am I? That's Drew. That's how I think they sound when they do that stuff. When y'all complain, that's how y'all. In my head, that's how you sound. No, no. Okay, don't do that, y'all. Call the building and tell them what you plan to do. Right? Don't just go up in there, sign up for the apartment, put all your furniture in it. The building fund you're doing Airbnb, like you gotta shut it down. Okay, so you want to call them and give them a professional pitch. Okay, so let me give y'all a simple pitch. Right, this is a simple thing that you can say when you contact buildings. Y'all ready? Carrie said that was my mistake. Carrie was the one I'm here talking about. No, no, building, no. Why would you do that to me? Carrie, look, Carrie. Well, I'm glad you still showed up here. Okay, see, Carrie, the person, she made the mistake and she still is. Some of y'all, the mistake would have took y'all out. Y'all like, oh my God, well, that's it. Airbnb don't work. No, 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 no. Slow down. You just didn't do it the right way. All right. So here's a simple script that you can use when you contact the building. My piece of advice is when you call a building, have some good energy. Y'all see how I'm talking? I'm joking with y'all. People, how many of y'all like y'all on here? Y'all like, damn, he teaching us, but I'm kind of like having fun, right? How many any of y'all feel like that? Like seriously, like this is my vibe. This is my bop, y'all. I just like to have I have good energy. Okay. So when you call people, people love to communicate with people who have good energy. So don't be calling like, hi, my name is like call like, hey, how you doing, man? I hope you're having a great day, man. And listen, happy 2026. I know you excited. Listen, I'm excited about this year. I'm looking to do some phenomenal things, and that's exactly why I'm calling you, right? Just have a just you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a little swag about you. Right, Right, Kelsey? You gotta have a little swag about you. You gotta move your shoulders a little different. Come on now. All right, y'all, let's keep moving. In any case, right? If I call the building, I'm gonna say, hey, how you doing? My name is Jay Dinkins, and I'm calling on behalf of my company, whatever your company is, Luxury Stays LLC. And basically, what we do is provide housing to business professionals who travel for work. So we wanted to reach out and see if you had any units available for those purposes at this time, right? Really simple script. I'm telling them, hey, I have a business. I provide housing to basically business professionals that travel for work, and I'm trying to see if you allow it. That's it, right? Simple stuff. But you got to get permission. They're gonna say yes or no, family. If they say no, it is okay. Just call another building, all right? Just call another building. All right. We found the building. We made sure it was profitable. We contacted the building and we got permission. Okay, we got permission The next thing we need to do is we need to put furniture in our place. Okay, we need to put furniture in our place. Okay, we got our keys, put furniture. Now, here's my piece of advice, y'all. My advice to you when you furnishing. Remember, Airbnb is a little bit different than it was back in the day. Okay, 5 years ago, 6 years, not even 5 years ago, about 7 years ago, you got a if you got an apartment, you could put a couch in there, a bed, a coffee table, a chair, a TV. You good to go. People going with booking it. Now it's a lot different. Why? It's a lot different because people are taking Airbnb seriously. People are taking courses. People are showing up to 5 day mentorships. So you got to understand that every people are now they're informed. Okay, so people Airbnbs look a lot better. Plus, you need to pay attention to the world, y'all. The type of traveler is different today than it was back then. Back then, they didn't care. As long as the place was clean, had a nice bed, and they had a discount, they lit. What do y'all think they need now? They need to walk in and it needs to be Instagrammable. If they can't put it on Instagram, family, they don't want to stay there. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody want to go into no. Y'all, you see the people that go on vacation and they say, yeah, we stay in the Airbnb, but they never post it. They look they stay in they stay in a whack Airbnb. They're like, damn, they just want the discount. But those people that when they go, they on there posting like, yes, girl, this is our house for the weekend. Yes, got the pool right there. Oh my God. Yes, look at this. This is my room. Yes, this is my room. We only do it big. Those people, they in a nice Airbnb. So y'all, you want to make your Airbnb Instagram? Now I know some of y'all thinking, yeah, but I just not my personality. Who cares about your personality? This is about your customers. Do y'all want people to book? So I'm telling you, I know you like, see y'all like see when I grew up, my grandma, she used to have like the plastic. My grandmother still got the plastic on her couch. If grandma was doing Airbnb, I'd be like, grandma, I know you like to protect your couch, but you gotta take that plastic off. This ain't about you. This ain't about you, grandma. We gotta make this money. All right. So I'm just letting y'all know. I know some of y'all like the big furniture. This I'm telling y'all, it ain't about you. You want to get sets? Don't get sets. People ain't doing sets anymore. Not for Airbnbs. I'm just letting you. They don't work. I'm just letting y'all know. All right. Let me give y'all some quick tips real quick. So number one, y'all. This is Raisha, one of my students, right? This is a one-bedroom apartment. As you see in the living room, this is not a studio. It's a one-bedroom. She has a bedroom. But in her living room, she has two queen size beds. I know y'all thinking, why would she put beds in the living room? Because we understand that the more people you sleep, the more money you make, right? So Airbnb says if it's a full size bed or bigger, you can put two people on that bed. So right here in the living room alone, she could put two people on this bed, two people on this bed. That's four people in the living room. And then she has another queen size bed in the bedroom. So that's six people. So this is a one bedroom sleep six. Okay. So now because she can sleep a lot of people, she's gonna make more money. Y'all got that? If y'all got it, say I got it. If y'all got it, say I got it. Okay. Y'all, yup, we got about 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna wrap this. Then we're gonna wrap this up. I'll do some Q&A. We're gonna get you out of here, okay? All right. Next, next, next. Why y'all ain't saying got it? Y'all ain't messing with your boy JD. Oh, I know. Y'all just want to be up in here and acting all cool. I'm gonna act like I ain't. I'm gonna just take all the information, act like I ain't here. Y'all better vibe with your boy JD. Come on, y'all be acting all selfish and stuff. I thought we was family. All right, cool. All right. I got it. All right, next, y'all. So Amneris, one of my students, Amneris, as you guys see, she put wallpaper on her wall, right? So that's called the accent walls. So I don't care if it's a wallpaper, a grass wall, a mirror wall, a painted wall. Accent walls do really well in Airbnbs. Accent walls do really extremely well. Dark walls do extremely well. So when you get your Airbnbs, don't be afraid to do accent walls. It's going to lead to more bookings. Okay. Themed units, family, themed units. So my student Ebony, she put guitars on the wall. She put guitars on the wall, right? Why? Because the area she has her Airbnb in is big on country music. So she has a theme based on the area. Because she has a theme, it's going to lead to her to get more bookings. So we have people that be doing pink themes, right? There's people that do football themes. There's people that do content themes, right? Theme units do work really well with Airbnb. So use your creativity. Okay. Last but not least, Abel was creative. Okay. Here's what we had Abel do. So by the way, my wife, My wife designs all of these Airbnbs for our students, right? So my wife, she comes up with all these designs. And she came up with, y'all see my office. That's like I got wallpaper in the background. My wife designed my office and all that too, right? So we had a bell go to Home Depot, buy a fence, right? We had him go buy two fences actually, a can of gold spray paint. He spray painted the fences, nailed them both to the wall side by side, and now he has a floor to ceiling headboard. Okay. So y'all, don't be afraid to be creative, right? Don't be afraid to just try different things and make your unit unique. All right. All right. Number five. So I'm gonna save this for next week, but I'm gonna give y'all a different number five. So next week, y'all, next week, y'all, I'm gonna teach y'all about automating your business. Basically, I'm gonna teach y'all the things that you need, the apps that you need, the systems that you need. So basically, it can take you less than 20 minutes a day to run your business. So basically, you're gonna have apps and systems and cleaning teams. You're gonna have them all running your whole Airbnb business so you can make money, but it doesn't take a lot of your time. How many of y'all type lazy money in the chat if you like that idea where you have a business, but it's pretty much running on its own. Like you ain't really got to do much because everything is happening. So next week I'm going to teach y'all that. But let me give y'all another number five. But next week we're going to go into automations. But the last part is number five. So we found the property, right? We found the property. Number one, we made sure it was profitable. We contacted the building and got permission. We put furniture into place. Now, the last thing you need to do is you need to just list it. Okay. You need to put it on Airbnb. You need to just list it on Airbnb. The most important thing when listing your property, y'all write this down. The most important thing when listing your property on Airbnb is number one, you have to have good pictures. Okay, you have to have good photos. So get a professional photographer to take pictures of your Airbnb. It is going to be a clear difference between somebody who took it with a phone and a camera. Now I know you got the Android Super Galaxy 28.7 9.5 futuristic camera. I get you. I hear you. I know my Android users, that's all y'all talk about, your damn camera. And I know all my iPhone family, real phones out there. I know y'all like, but my iPhone, I got an iPhone 7. I get it. I get it. It ain't better. It ain't better than a camera. Okay. It's not better. I'm just letting you know. The camera's gonna do things that your phone can't do. So get a professional photographer. And last but not least is when you create your listing, make sure they're gonna have all these different boxes that you have to check off, right? Let me rephrase that. They're gonna have all these different sections, and each section is gonna have different boxes that you have to check off. Make sure that you check off at least one box in every single section when creating your listing. This way, when people filter their search for Airbnb units, no matter what they're looking for, your listing is going to pop up because you checked off at least one box in every single section. If it's something that you don't have, example, let's say if it says, "Hey, does your Airbnb have a first aid kit?" and you don't have it, order one and just check, "Yes, we do." Okay? It's like $10 or go to Walmart and grab it. You want to have at least one box checked off in every section. All right. Y'all got that? Let's do some Q&A, y'all. If you got some questions, raise your hand. We're gonna do about a few minutes of Q&A. Should we make the Airbnb account? If you want to ask some questions in your if you want to ask some, yeah, get VIP, y'all. Because I'm telling y'all, listen to me. Get VIP. You are going to want VIP. I promise you, if y'all think these onboarding calls, we didn't even get to the five. These are just like the preliminary. Y'all gonna get all the good stuff when we get to the 5 day mentorship. Y'all gonna want the recordings of all the 5 days. I promise y'all. So get VIP. Drop the VIP link one more time for them, Leah. Should we make the Airbnb account first before? Yes, you can make an Airbnb account as soon as you want. You can make an Airbnb account today if you wanted to. Okay. Yeah, if you have a question, raise your hand if you want to just come up. If not, I'm gonna read some questions in the chat and answer them. So are we going to focus on apartment complex only downtown for such Airbnbs? No. So just teaching y'all, I'm gonna be telling you about apartments mainly because it's you can use the same methods for like finding homes too. Finding homes are a little bit easier to be honest. But most people that start in Airbnb, they get like a one bedroom apartment because it's like the easiest or studio. It's like the easiest way to get in. So I try to teach you guys the easiest way so y'all can start making money immediately. So I like to teach some of these things, but I do have some stuff that I'm going to show y'all that y'all can leverage to find properties all around the country and have somebody find them for you. Okay. So I'll be teaching y'all that too. I got y'all. Don't worry. I'm going to take care of y'all. All right, let's see. Thank you. Super dope. I will be getting a VIP for the 5 day sessions alone. I will be getting absolutely. You should, as you should, as you should. All right, let's see. I just signed up for VIP. The receipt said Darius Benders and charged me twice. You sure? I just signed up for VIP and the receipt said Darius Benders and I don't think you. I don't think you clicked my VIP. Yeah, VIP is a one-time charge. What VIP link did you? Where did you click for the person who said? Um, I want to make sure. I'll have my team check this in a second. Hold on one second. Let me see. So who just said that? Who just said that? So we are gonna VIP. Who just said that? Who just said that? Hold on, man. Y'all going too fast for me. Can you? Oh, Erica. Because I mean Darius is my boy, so I'm not tripping, but I want to make sure that you get it. Did anybody say it says something about Darius Benders? Because you might have got Darius is doing something else too. So I don't know if you got his VIP. I don't know if you got Erica. I don't know if you got his. Everybody else who signed up for VIP, y'all got it from like Real Estate Revenue Seekers or Airbnb Automation, right? For those of you who got anybody who just bought a ticket, I'm gonna just click my link just to make sure. Let me click it, make sure it's the right link. Weird stuff do happen. Nope, this is definitely mine. Yep, this look like I don't know where you clicked that. And let me check the resource page too. Leah, drop the resource link here real quick so I can just click it live just to make sure. It said employee exit plan. Okay, cool. Leah, can you also note, Leah, do me a favor. Can you also note to you can send this to me, but to write to G to change it to where instead of saying employee exit plan when people buy tickets, that it said when they buy their VIP tickets that it says Airbnb automation because they may not be familiar with employee exit plan. That's actually one of the names of one of my companies. So yeah, employee exit plan. If y'all see that, it's totally fine. But Leah, could you please make sure that um we tell him that? Okay. She said, had me scared for a second. Please tell me what the mistake he made. Let me see something. All right, cool. Let me see. Yes, I clicked the link. I clicked the link. It said your info first, then it put my info. I didn't see anything until I got a receipt. Erica, you may have also bought something from Darius as well, because he does similar things that I do. So I don't know if you purchased something from both of us, but ours. Oh, Leah, you can also let's tell G to check that somebody said they clicked the link and to buy a ticket. Where did you click the link from, Erica? That's the question. Did you click it from right here where we just dropped it, or did you click it from the resource page? I'll have my team. I doubt it, but I'll have my team check. But chances are, you're probably looking in and you probably got a receipt from something that you bought from Darius as well. I'm pretty sure that you don't have I'm pretty sure it's not ours. But let me just go ahead and check this real quick. Yep, my links look like they're fine. So I don't know where. I checked the VIP. There we go. That's mine here too. I'm just checking all the links that you could have possibly clicked, just to see if anything is a little wonky anywhere, but they all seem to be good. Yeah, they all seem to be good. From here, I typed in on my phone, so didn't have to click out of Zoom. Yeah, I don't know. It probably took you to one of Darius' stuff, but definitely wasn't mine. Like our link is good, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But let me see something. I could check this real quick for you, Erica. Let me just check. I'm gonna just check to see if your name popped up here. Nope. I see Michelle. I see James, Naisha. Hopefully I said your name right. I see Dion. I see Melanie. I see Olga, I see Lachelle, I see Tierra, I see Ken. So yeah, that's probably you're gonna have to talk to Darius. You probably yeah, it probably you probably did something with Darius before. Um yeah, yeah. So yeah, just talk to Darius. He's cool. So I'm pretty sure he'll give you the money back. But our link, just click our link directly and then use that. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and answer some of these questions, y'all. Remember, if y'all have questions, also you can raise your hand, and I'll pull you up if you want to just ask them personally. But let's see what else we have here. Also curious if next week are you able to help us setting up our LLCs and business credit to help furnish Airbnb's credit scores about 640. Also, that's not super great, but wondering I'm going to be able to. So we're not gonna be able to like not we're not gonna be able to help you set up your LLC on next week's call. But I do have somebody that in my program that I do have help walk everybody through set up the LLC. So we'll talk more about that on the actual 5 day mentorship. Next week, I'm only going to be talking about automation systems. And next week, I don't want to make this overly long. So we're going to, next week meeting's going to be like 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, about automations. Okay. Just to clarify, you have an option to sign up VIP until tomorrow midnight. Absolutely. Yes, I am not going to change the link until tomorrow at midnight. So anybody who get paid tomorrow, you need to transfer the money from your savings to your check-ins. You need to borrow some money. You need to go get a credit card. You get a new church charge, a new church charge. You get a new church charge. You got to do whatever you got to do. You got it tomorrow night. You got it tomorrow night. Shout out to Tierra, got that VIP. Anybody else that got that VIP, shout put in chat so we can celebrate you. Okay, from here, I typed my phone. Okay, let's see if there's any other questions. Had me scared for a second. Yes, I clicked this. Any other questions, y'all? How important is credit? How important is credit when it comes to Airbnb? Credit is very important, but there are many ways. There are a few ways you can get into Airbnb without having credit or with having bad credit. So let me get into y'all real quick. One thing that y'all can do when it comes to Airbnb, if you have, let's say if you have bad credit, is you could do co-hosting. Okay, you can do co-hosting. So co-hosting is when you get paid to run other people's Airbnbs for them. So you don't use your credit because you literally there's nothing to apply for. They already have the property. And then number two, you don't pay for anything. Like you don't use any of your money. They pay for the furniture, they pay for the supplies, they pay all the bills. You just get paid to run them for them. So if you're a person that got bad credit or you don't have any credit and you need to get in the game, you can be a co-host, right? Which we'll be teaching you about co-hosting on the 5 day mentorship too. And another thing you can do is you can also think about international Airbnb. So in places like Tulum, they don't check your credit. Okay, as long as you have the money, you can do Airbnb there, and all of the properties in like places like Tulum, which is in Mexico, they already come with furniture. So those are just some examples. If you want to get them in the States, it's really going to depend on the building, but most buildings will check your credit. So one thing you would want to do is definitely focus on make sure your credit is good. If you have a 640, you're going to get approved. I'm just telling y'all, like anybody who's like, if you got like, so I know somebody in here was like, they got a 640. Remember, when they're checking your credit, y'all, they're not looking to see if you have like excellent credit for credit cards. They just want to see if you're in court for not paying rent, if if you got evicted before. They're looking for things like that, right? There's not like other things. Okay. Let's see if I missed any questions. Was the cutoff for VIP? Answered that already. Is the VIP one-time charge? Yes. Can you send a VIP link to my phone? I'll send out a text message. Leah, can we do this? Can we once we update the list to mobile text alerts, can we send out a link and just say, hey fam, if you want to upgrade to VIP for the Airbnb automation mentorship, click this link and then let them use that link to upgrade. So for anybody who wants to get the link sent to their phone, we'll send y'all a text. No problem. I could do that for y'all. What else we got? Had me scared. Let's see what else in here. So clarify, got that. We got the VIPs up in here. Good question. Let's see. Thanks. Excited for next week. Let's get it. I would love Tulum. Yeah, Tulum is dope. Is VIP upgrade a one-time fee? Yes, you only pay it one time and you have access to VIP and then you also get the recordings. Okay. After the 5 days, do we still get some benefits? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. What if you don't have, what if you don't have those on your credit and your score is lower than a 640? It really depends. I had people with a high five, like 590 something, get approved for Airbnb. It really depends on the building. So I can't really tell you, but there's simple things that you can do to boost your credit. and we'll make sure that we'll set you up with somebody that can help y'all with that, right? So there's simple things y'all can do. It's not y'all don't overthink it when it comes to like certain things like credit and money. I promise y'all. I know this is new for some of y'all, but I promise y'all, once we go through the 5 day, you're gonna it's a lot easier than y'all think. And that's why I do these things because sometimes, we trick ourselves out of blessings because in our head we're like, oh, I don't have a good enough credit. I ain't, you know what? I ain't gonna go to that mentorship because my credit ain't good, or I don't have enough money. And then once we give y'all all the resources, you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know I could really do this, right? Instead of getting financing, if you have a lump sum in your account, do you think that it will work in getting a unit? Yes, it can work in getting units because you're going to show them that you have the capital to be able to pay your bills. All they want to know is, can you pay rent? Honestly, that's what most people don't. So sometimes that'll you'll be able to leverage your funds, maybe put down additional deposits or pay a few months of rent up front, and you may be able to do that. Shout out to VIP. We got Ademola into VIP. Shout out to you. Might be off topic. In terms of credit right now, I'm high 500s. Do you think it's possible to take out an auto loan, auto credit? Yeah, but your interest rate is going to be super high if you want to do that. I know that was off topic though. It was real off topic, bro. Let's see. Is it not better for use existing LLCs for business debt? It depends on your business name. If your Samuel, if your LLC is Samuel's uh Trucking and Co. or Samuel's Landscaping, right? Then Airbnb is probably not going like short-term rentals, real estate, it's not going to hit, right? So you may want to do a DBA. People don't really like to do DBAs, but DBAs doing business as it could be like Samuel's Trucking doing business as Samuel's Airbnbs, right? So that's an easy way to do it without having to get a brand new LLC. But some people are against DBAs, right? And maybe I can have somebody come in and talk to y'all about that as well. Regarding co-hosting JD, it appears, can this move out the way? It appears we just going to pitch Airbnb hosts and advice we can get to help generate more bookings. I'm going to give y'all a system that y'all can use to find people that are looking for co-hosts. But you can go to cohostmarket.com, cohostmarket.com. If you go to co-host, I heard they might have changed their website. Let me see if they changed it because I was looking for it last week and I didn't see it. So if so, I'm going to I'll find the new name. Let's see, cohostmarkets.com. Oh, good. It's back up. It must have been down. So go to cohostmarket.com and then there's a whole bunch of people that you'll be able to see looking for people to there's a whole bunch of hosts that are looking for co-hosts to co-host their unit. So all you do is when you go to cohostmarket.com, you're gonna scroll over until you see, hold on, let me see something. Oh, why is it doing that? Hold on one second. Cleaning services, nope. Home repair. Where is it? Oh, it's gonna say Airbnb under the search bar, it's gonna say Airbnb co-hosting. You just click Airbnb co-hosting, and then once you put the address in, like or the area in, it'll tell you all the people looking for co-hosts in the area. Okay. I'm on a different phone and it's not showing my name, it's showing SS. My name is Marshala Caldwell. What's up, Marshala? All right. How much is how much token the VIP program? $47. It's 297, but it's discount for $47. So drop that link again for them. Drop that link again. It's $47. Y'all get it before it go up because I'm definitely gonna raise it tomorrow at midnight. So get it now while it's hot. I usually cap it at a certain amount of people, but I'm going to leave it. So however many y'all want to buy it between now and midnight, I suggest you get it. If your family, your friends, or anybody want to get it between now and midnight, I suggest them get it. Okay. Are there in-person trainings? Oh, these are only Zoom trainings. Okay. So I do in-person events. Like I'm taking my mentees. We're going to Miami at the end of this month. So let's just say after the 5 day mentorship, some of y'all want additional coaching and you decide that you want to join my program. I'll tell y'all about that too for those who want to know. And then if y'all want, y'all can come meet me in Miami. Meet me in Miami. So I always do in-person events too, but this is straight on Zoom. This is for me just giving y'all the information so y'all can do what y'all need to do. Would you advise making first step, get your credit right first, then make steps to start Airbnb? Um, kind of, but no. right? Here, the worst thing you can do is like, oh well, let me just go in and get my credit right. Start the Airbnb process because all you're doing is learning. So you start the Airbnb process. You're going to be learning now. You're going to learn everything you need to do, right? At the same time, you can be starting a process on getting your credit right. When your credit is right, you're already prepared to get an Airbnb. If you do the whole, let me wait to get my credit right, here's two things I'm gonna tell you. Number one is now, once your credit is right, now you're gonna start learning and then you're gonna have to do Airbnb. That time period, chances are you're not gonna start. Right? I'm just telling y'all, this is just how life works. You're just not going to start. It's just way too long, right? You want to start the process. When you start the process, you're going to be inspired and motivated to do what it takes to be in position to get your first Airbnb because you're going to get excited. You're going to see how easy it is. You're going to see how much money you can make. And once you realize the possible outcome, you're like, damn, I need to go again and get my credit fixed. But I'm just telling you, you need to have people need to have something to motivate them to do things. The second thing is just in life, y'all, life will always take place. Remember that, y'all. Life will always take place. In your head, you're like, okay, I'm gonna take $500. I'm gonna get my credit right, and then when I get my credit right, I'm gonna start Airbnb. And then some bullshit happens, and then he's gonna throw you totally off. Now mentally, you offset. Why? This is the top of the year, y'all. Beginning of the year, right? Don't listen to me. If I can give y'all any advice before we wrap this up, which we're gonna wrap up in a few minutes, is don't bullshit. Don't wait, y'all. Do not put anything else off. This is at the start of the year. This is the best time. You are not going to be more motivated than you are today. Okay. So I promise you, y'all just want to just start making moves right now. This is the beginning of the year. Y'all best time to make some moves. Okay. Good question. All right, cool. Remember you couldn't find it. That's why I brought it up. Okay. I have an LLC, but the name is Diamond Dash. Do you think that might work? That might Diamond Dash actually might work because it doesn't sound like So you might be able to use Diamond Dash. That could be the name of your company. Yep, I like that. I just found the website. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, all right. Let's see what else we got here. Questions for my LLC. My name is Empire Estates, but I just finally realized the estates part of my LLC might put me in a high risk for lenders. Do you think I should do a DBA or I'm cooked? Or what about it? I mean, they first of all, it's still possible to get funding. You just gotta have the right person to help you through the process. Number one. Number two, you can do a DBA, which will definitely help you and do something that's a little more low risk. And if you're going to do a DBA, you can also do a LLC. But when you do a LLC, you're starting fresh when it comes to time. If you had your LLC for a long time, then I would try to leverage that first because you already have time on it before you go get a new LLC. But if worst case scenario, get a new LLC because there's actually people giving out funding with new LLCs right now. When co-hosts happen, does it mean both partners have 50-50 split? Most likely, no. Mhm. That's more like a partnership, not co-hosting. So that's usually if you work out a deal with somebody. Okay, but most likely that's not going to happen. If you just find some random person that's like, yes, I'll let you run my Airbnb, they're going to pay you anywhere from 10 to 20%. If you find somebody else that's willing to invest their money, maybe they have money and you have time, you say, hey, how about this? You put the money up for Airbnb, I'll run the whole thing completely. You'll never have to check it, and we just do 50-50 split. If somebody wants to do that, then that's cool. But even other people like that, they probably wouldn't do it. Maybe 60-40. But most people will pay you 10 to 20% of their earnings to do co-hosting. Okay. If we use our LLCs, do we still need good credit? No, you don't need good personal credit. You need good business credit. That's why you need to have your Dun and Bradstreet number, your Dunn's number. So if you're putting an Airbnb or a property in your business name, you don't need good personal credit. You just need good business credit. Okay. Tackling both, educating. Yep, 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 you're right. And still the option for co-hosting. Yep, okay. I have enough furniture and money to start Airbnb with not so good credit. How do I start now? I have enough furniture and money to start Airbnb with not so good credit. You gotta find a building that's gonna let you do it with the credit you have. Number two, you could also if you have an LLC, put it in your business name, which is called a corporate lease. Number three, you can co-host, but you ain't gonna need your money or furniture. Number four is you can do it in Tulum, but you don't need any furniture. Okay. Can you explain again what is Airbnb co-host? Co-host is basically when you get paid to run other people's Airbnbs for them. So there's somebody that like me that may have Airbnbs, but I don't want to take my time to run it, to answer questions, to make sure the cleaners are there. Then you will be a co-host and you get paid to run it for them. Usually they pay you 10 to 20%. What time did you say the Zoom meetings were? So if you look at the resource page, which they already provided you with, then all the time and everything is there. Individuals should adopt own an owner mentality rather than a consumer mindset. Yeah, yeah, kind of. But a lot of people are making money without having to own. Okay, have you ever heard of the term own nothing, control everything? Right, that's really what you do. Like for instance, when it comes to Airbnb, I don't suggest owning. You can own if you want, but you don't need to, especially not to start out. You can make money by renting other people's properties, which is less risk. Okay. If something ever goes wrong, you don't own the property. It's less money to get up. You don't have to come up with hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a property. You don't have to have incredible credit. You just have to come up with a few $1,000s to start, right? So it's less risk. It's easy to get into it. It's less responsibility. So you don't always have to own. Don't think ownership is the only way when it comes to certain businesses. Okay. What was the website again for co-hosting? Co-hostmarket.com. All right. Those are all of the questions, family. Let's go ahead and wrap it up there. Do me a favor, y'all. Do me two favors. Number one, Leah, you have my Instagram. You have my Instagram link handy. If you can, y'all, please go ahead and take a screenshot. Y'all take a screenshot. Tag me on Instagram. Let me know that you was on here. That's my Instagram. Leah just dropped in the chat. Tag me on Instagram. Say something nice if y'all feel like y'all enjoyed your time here. That's how y'all gonna get some referrals too, y'all. That y'all could probably refer them, have them come say your name in the chat and win some of this money. Okay. Um, so follow me on Instagram and make sure y'all do me one other favor. Go on the Telegram. Please go on the Telegram and just write one thing that you learned from today or one thing that you got out of the call, or write if you like the call, if you dislike the call, just write it in the chat and just encourage people to show up next week. Next week is the last call. I'm going to be going over automations and then we doing a 5-day mentorship. So it's the last call. Make sure all of y'all are on. All right. All right, family. We're going to get this recording to y'all. Y'all have a great night.